Hey everybody, it is Dr. Shereffa Clarke and it is Motivational Monday. So let's get to it now. My mom, I always tell my mom that I really don't care what people think about me. And she's always like, Shereffa, how come you said that? Why you said that? That, you're not supposed to go through life thinking like that. And, I had to really break it down and explain it to her of why I really don't care what people think about me. And you should not care what people think about you. Let me elaborate. So, when I say I don't care what people think about me, I'm not saying I'm going to be out here living my life all kind of reckless and crazy and doing all kind of foolishness and getting caught up. No. I care about what God think about me, number one. I do everything I do, I make sure that I'm living according to His will, according to His plan. So therefore, I know that if I'm living according to what God's will, what God's plan is, at the end of the day, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And it really don't matter what anyone else think, what anyone else say. God has given us each a purpose on this earth. And as long as we're following the guide to His purpose, doing what He has called us to do, to others, it may seem like, well, what is she doing? What is he doing? Why are they doing that? Why did they stop doing this? Why? Like, everybody's trying to figure out why? But you're living according to whatever purpose God has put inside of you. So to other people, it's looking like you're going all the way left or all the way right, or you're doing something that they don't think you should be doing, or it doesn't appear that that's what you should be doing, but you're living or you're doing what you need to be doing according to God's purpose. And that's how I've been living my life. I've been living my life according to the plans that God has given me, what God has ordained for me. And it may not fit into someone else's box. It may not fit into what someone else think that Shereffa is supposed to be doing. But as long as I know that I'm doing what God wants me to do, I could really care less. Which is why I could care less what humans think of me. Because at the end of the day, I'm not here to please them. I'm here to please God. And you love me, you like me, that's great. If you don't, too bad for you. So you guys, it is Motivational Monday. My motivational word for you today is do not live your life to please other people. Do not live your life based on what someone else wants you to do or ask of you to do, or if you're not doing something according to someone else's plan. No. If God has placed something in your heart, in your spirit, and He is showing you or guiding you along a certain path, you live that path. It does not matter what other people will say, because some people are going to say things because, number one, they don't understand it because they themselves don't have a strong relationship with God. So they don't understand when God is leading and ordering your steps that you have to move in that direction. So either, number one, they're not going to understand what God is doing in your life. Number two, they understand very well that God is moving in your life and they could actually foresee where it's going to bring you to, and they just being a hater. Yes, I said it. Friends, family, whoever, they just being a hater. And number three, there are people out there who is strategically set by the enemy in your life to keep you from achieving the purpose God has set out for you. So either, number one, they don't understand the plan that God has for you. Number two, they kind of see it and actually believe that God has something great planned for you, and they being a hater and they're trying to deter you. Or number three, there are people who are legit just straight up strategically placed in your life to keep you from accomplishing your goals or accomplishing your dreams. And sometimes some of these people, they may not come off as a person who's telling you, oh, don't do this or don't do that. But there are people who are going to occupy your time that is going to prevent you from doing what God called you to do. So let me explain this real quick. So you have a plan of creating something or doing something, and God have given you a blueprint. And as long as you follow this blueprint, you're going to, make this plan come to fruition. But then you have a friend over here who's always like, oh, hey, do you want to go do this? And now, even though you should be working on your plan because you don't have time to go do this or go do that, they're going to be like, well, you act like you never want to do anything. You never want to hang out, Ray. So now you feel guilty and you feel bad. So now you decide to put your plan that God had given you on hold to go hang out or do whatever else. Those people who've been strategically placed in your life by the enemy to prevent you from achieving or accomplishing what God has for you. Now, me personally, I have decided a long time ago that no matter what God has planned for me, I will not allow anyone to deter me. I don't care who you are. And I've been following that path. So even though sometimes I really want to do certain things or I want to go some places, if I have a plan set in place for me to do certain things and then something else pop up, if whatever pop up is going to intervene with what I already scheduled to do to accomplish my purpose, to aid in me reaching the purpose that God has for me, as difficult as it is, I'm going to be like, you know what? I can't change my plans. I already have other plans that is purpose driven, and I will not stop my purpose driven plans for some plans of the flesh momentarily that will definitely keep me from that purpose. So you guys, it is Motivational Monday. Be motivated. Follow the plan that God has for you. Do not worry about what other people think. Don't worry about what other people say, because at the end of the day, you're going to be happy that you stuck with whatever plan that God had for you. You're going to be happy that you followed his path, because you are going to reach where he has already shown you that you're going. But if you allow people to sway you, if you allow people to influence your actions, that these actions is not what God has placed, you will be definitely upset with yourself. You can't be mad at them because God already gave you your directions. If you decide to sway from those directions, that's your business. That's your bad. So stay on task, because we're living a purpose-driven life. God has given you a purpose. I want you to stay motivated today in that purpose, because at the end of the day, if you don't follow your purpose, you're going to hurt yourself, or you're going to hurt those who you're supposed to influence because of that purpose. Have a blessed day, you guys. Remember, share this video to someone. You never know who this may help. And go ahead and subscribe to my page and like it. Have a blessed Monday.